version because that's the easiest one to use when I've played around with different Power BIs. Um, so you can just upload your data. We want to make sure we have transformed our data. I've already cleaned my data for the most part, but just to show you guys, I have saved some of it. So you go to here, you look at, make sure all your datas are good. So for this one, let's just say I want to replace my data value, right? I just right click it, say small, medium, yeses, and I just click OK, and then it's just going to load. You can see that it's changed over here. Let's say we want to make our quantity to the nearest round, 2 decimal places. We go transform, rounding, round, and then we go to 2 decimal places. Click OK. All the changes are going to be reflected here. You just close it. You say yes, you want to apply the changes and load it. Your data is going to be showing up here. It'll also show you if there's any pending queries. After you do that, you can hover while it's loading. You can hover around here. It'll show you exactly what each one of them is. Let's start with card. You can see it says card. For the card, we just do this. We say, all right, what field do we want reflected? It's going to load. You can move this around. You can make it small. Just it's super interactive and it's super friendly, easy to use. Let's say we want a column chart, right? Column chart, we want to say we want to make it based on the industry, and we want to do the sales as your y-axis, right? Because you want to see, all right, what industry is shown. Next, let's say we want to use the bar graph. Let's say we want to do it based on our y-axis is going to be our sales. And then the other one is going to be our country, right? Sorry, our region. Region. So we put region, and then the other way around. I'm so sorry. So we do our region, and it shows. So we want to do it based on the region. Here, so we've done it based on the region and sales, right? And then we can also make a line graph. All the interactive tools show you can do almost everything with it. So you can do it based on the order date, and you can do your sales, right? So you can show you what you can. It'll show you different things, but if you want to focus based on the year, you can just close everything out, and it'll show you based on the year. For each one of these, you can go to format. And then right down here, it shows data labels. You can see, all right, hey, I want my data labels on. You can turn on the data labels for each one of them. And the other thing you can do with this is you can make a country graph, right? You want based on the country, and sales, you want it on the bubble sizes. So you can see, all right, in this country, this is what is going to be used. It'll show you exactly how much sales year by year, what industry, what region it is based off of, so on and so forth. And you can also make a tree map. And in the tree map, let's do the discounts that we have, and the values, and the categories is going to be our customers, right? Or rather than customers, because customers is a lot. Let's play with industry. So once you click on each one of these, you can see all the different changes that's made. You also can add a visual slicer. Visual slicer is pretty much just gives you an exact count of what you want to filter it with. Let's say you want all these years, you can play with it and see how it was for each one of these years. Once again, let's add another visual slicer for our industry. You just drag and drop it in the field. Say energy, what is used, when it was used, how much was used, right? What's the discounts provided, where it can be found, so on and so forth. You want to make sure you unclick the thing that you clicked, because otherwise it's not going to work with Power BI. It's going to keep you stuck. So the other thing we can do is have our entire table. We can have our entire table, or we can just have some of the fields. So let's say for this, we will just want our customer, what columns do we want, right? Sales, we want our profits, and let's say we also want industry, right? You can also reorder it accordingly, and you can make it bigger, and you can also check it based on sales. You can drag and drop ascending and descending order, and you can see that based on that. So let's say we want to add a whole new field, right? We don't have a field, we want to add a new field. For that, we would just click new measures. Quick measures is good too, but for me, I didn't think quick measures helped a lot. But we're going to look at this one. For this one, let's do market sales, right? So market sales, we want to divide. We want to divide the total sum data of our sales, and we also want to calculate the sum, right, of our all the data for sales again, for sales, and we want to make sure all data is used. All data is used, right? And we want to make sure it's times 100 because we want to make it out of 100. Divide sum sales, so calculate sum data sales all data. Okay, I'm missing a parenthesis, and then times 100. I realized what I did. You don't want, so it's going to give you market sales, right? So what do you want to do with market sales? You can just drag a gouge, right? You can say I want to make a gouge. It's going to generate a gouge, and then let's drop the field as a market field. In the gouge, it's going to show way too much, so you can change the gouge axis to 100 because you want everything out of 100, right? And you can do the same for profit as well. You can do the same for profit as well. Since we already have this formula and I don't want to be making any more errors, let's just say market, you do another quick measure, and you're doing a measure for all your profit. So you replace it with profit. And then you just enter, and you're going to have a new measure for, you can also do this, and you can rename it to profit market. Rename it to profit market. Right, and after you do profit market, let's just say we want this on another card, and you just drop your profit market right in there in the fields area, right? The other thing you can do with this is based on, you can call out value. Let's say for this, if you want a different color, we can set up rules, right? If it's minimum and if it's less than 0, you can have red. And if you want another new rule, if it's less than 0, if it's greater than 0 and it's less than the maximum, then you can have a different color. Let's just say blue for now. Usually green. You can do more colors. Okay, you can do green. So you show right here, right? What thing you have. You can also use a pie chart. You can also use a pie chart. And in the pie chart, you can pretty much do the same thing. For the pie chart, let's say the legend is going to be the customer, and your value is going to be your sales, right? Um, you see how you have so much. You can just go here. You can go to filters, and you can do top N. Top N is pretty much, let's just do five. Our top five. The value that we're going to be doing is based on sales. So here you can see, like once you click any one of these, you can change that, right? Um, like I said, you can decrease, increase it accordingly, and you can also add a donut right here. And the donut pretty much just you're going to do your sales. Your value is going to be your sales, and that's going to be your product, right? Let's see what product is used the most. You can see what product uses when, and it's super interactive. You can see the profit. Let's say we're looking at this. If it's negative, um, it shows a negative profit value, right? For me, you can also change. You can select here, paint, wallpaper. You want it, let's say, purple. You can change everything. You can even change one of these. You can do colors. You can do fill color. You can do general. You can go to effects. You want um, orange. Orange. You can do orange. So it shows you all different things that you want, right? What different things do you want? How do you want to change it? Let's just make it the same color. You can see all the different things that you can do with it. It's super easy to use. It's super amazing. But for me, I guess the main part is if you select it and you change something else, it'll change. The data loading is super easy. Everything is super easy. It's interactive, but there's so many options that it can actually be overwhelming. But overall, you can see it's such an easy tool. It's super interactive. It's super nice. And also users, like I said, users may get confused when using the top five option for this because it's under filters and not under the visualization format. But it's overall, it's super easy to use, super amazing. And this is what we're going to be using for our project. Thank you.
Well, thank you. And